Daily Bible reading, 1 Kings chapter 17. Elijah the Tishbite, an inhabitant of Gilead, said to Ahab, "As the Lord lives, the God of Israel, whom I serve, there will be no dew or rain except at my bidding." The word of the Lord came to him, "Leave this place, turn eastward and go into hiding by the Wadi Cherith, which is east of the Jordan. You will drink from the Wadi, and I have commanded the ravens to feed you there." He proceeded to do as the Lord had bidden. He went, and he stayed by the Wadi Cherith, which is east of the Jordan. The ravens brought him bread and meat every morning and every evening, and he drank from the Wadi. After some time the Wadi dried up, because there was no rain in the land, and the word of the Lord came to him, "Go at once to Zarephath of Sidon, and stay there. I have designated a widow there to feed you." So he went at once to Zarephath. When he came to the entrance of the town, a widow was there gathering wood. He called out to her, "Please bring me a little water in your pitcher and let me drink." As she went to fetch it, he called out to her, "Please bring along a piece of bread for me." "As the Lord your God lives," she replied, "I have nothing baked, nothing but a handful of flour in a jar and a little oil in a jug. I am just gathering a couple of sticks, so that I can go home and prepare it for me and my son. We shall eat it, and then we shall die." "Don't be afraid," said Elijah to her. "Go and do as you have said. But first make me a small cake from what you have there, and bring it out to me. Then make some for yourself and your son. For thus said the Lord, the God of Israel, the jar of flour shall not give out, and the jug of oil shall not fail, until the day that the Lord sends rain upon the ground." She went and did as Elijah had spoken, and she and he and her household had food for a long time. The jar of flour did not give out, nor did the jug of oil fail, just as the Lord had spoken through Elijah. After a while the son of the mistress of the house fell sick, and his illness grew worse, until he had no breath left in him. She said to Elijah, "What harm have I done you, O man of God, that you should come here to recall my sin and cause the death of my son?" "Give me the boy," he said to her. And taking him from her arms, he carried him to the upper chamber where he was staying, and laid him down on his own bed. He cried out to the Lord and said, "O Lord my God, will you bring calamity upon this widow whose guest I am, and let her son die?" Then he stretched out over the child 3 times, and cried out to the Lord, saying, "O Lord my God, let this child's life return to his body." The Lord heard Elijah's plea, and the child's life returned to his body, and he revived. Elijah picked up the child and brought him down from the upper room into the main room, and gave him to his mother. "See," said Elijah, "your son is alive." And the woman answered Elijah, "Now I know that you are a man of God, and that the word of the Lord is truly in your mouth."